This task was to find out which is the best metal for a fizzy drinks can. And there are lots and lots of metals to choose from, so we narrowed it down to 3. The idea was to use the reactivity series with just a few metals in it, and the 3 metals you were given were copper, tin and zinc. You had to make your choice from these 3 metals based on where they're placed in the reactivity series. So the experiment starts off by making a prediction about these 3 metals. The biggest clue about making your prediction was that you were told that most fizzy drinks are slightly acid or acidic. So to use this clue, we can see that copper is the lowest in the reactivity series and will be the least reactive, but most importantly it's below hydrogen, so you won't get any bubbles of hydrogen when copper is in an acidic mixture. So a prediction could be something like all 3 metals could be used to make a can, but copper is the only metal that will not react with an acid. After that, we devise a method to help see if this prediction is correct. The method is a series of steps which tell the reader how the experiment is done. So number 1, gather the apparatus together. Number 2, place the same size piece of metal in each test tube. Number 3, add the same volume of acid to each test tube, about 5 centimeter cubes say. The volume isn't important as long as it's kept the same. We need to leave the test tube stand for a while at room temperature and make any observation about fizzing or bubbles. The samples are in this order: copper, zinc, tin. Lastly, we need to record our results in a results table to see how fast any hydrogen bubbles form. And in this case, we'd have something like this. The odd little bubble from tin, but lots of fizzing, hopefully from zinc. Nothing from copper. So now we need a results table, and we can put this out the way. So for copper, we have no reaction. For zinc, we say bubbles form quickly or rapidly. For tin, there would be a few bubbles, but not many. So now we can come up with our conclusion, which is that only copper should be used to hold acid drinks. We need to back this up with a scientific idea that could have also been given in the prediction, but the scientific idea comes all the way back to the reactivity series and where the metals are. Since this is a chemistry experiment, we can explain it using word equations. If you've got copper and hydrochloric acid, but in this case, no reaction, no bubbles. That's why it's the best thing for a can. Since the other 2 have reacted, we would get these 2 word equations to show the products of that reaction. And you might want to go further and explain why one is reacting faster than the other, and that's because zinc is higher up the reactivity series than tin. But overall, the best choice is copper. Even though it's a bit expensive, we've based our answer on using the reactivity series and our knowledge of chemistry. Well done if you did all of that.